I read somewhere that said that color in the world doesn't actually exist. That our mind sends signals to our vision that tells us that things are colored, if that makes sense. Like, could you imagine that the world is actually not colored? Look at this beautiful butterfly. Can you imagine that that butterfly is actually not the colors that we just saw with our eyes, that it's actually our minds telling us that something is a certain color? And when we think about that, it might not make sense. It kind of blows your mind. That's what the saying, blowing your mind, because it's hard to understand and process that what we're seeing is not what's actually there, that it's our mind. That just tells you how powerful our minds actually are. And sometimes the stories and the things that it's telling us is not actual fact, but we treat it as if it is fact. It's important to understand how the mind works, because when you understand how the mind works, you understand that it's not actually fact, it's just your perception. And your perception is made up of all your experiences and your beliefs and your thoughts. So sometimes two people can be looking at the same picture and see different things in the same picture. Or I could think it's blue and you might think it's green. It's all possible. It all can be true at the same time. It's important for us to detach from our thinking mind and understand that just because we think it, that it doesn't necessarily make it fact. And it tells us that our mind is an extremely powerful place, but it's also malleable, meaning we can shift it and we can change it with some practice. We can shift our thoughts, we can change our beliefs. It just takes a little work and a little practice. But the first step is to understand that our thoughts are not actually always facts. Our feelings are not actually always facts. They're shaped by so many things, and when we understand that it's shaped by so many things, you now have the power and the authority to shift the shape of it. You can change your thoughts, you can change your perspective, and you can change your mindset. It is so possible. I've done it. If you would have met me 15 years ago, you would struggle to accept that I'm the person that's in front of you right now, because a lot of shifts and reshaping and changes had to happen. And it starts in the mind. It starts with your thoughts. It begins with your beliefs. And it is possible to transform your perspective on your life and your experiences. 444. That's a powerful number. It's funny because 444 is the last 3 digits of my phone number. So I'm constantly reminded that God and the divine, the angels, the ancestors walk with us and are in all things. And I was told to tell that to you. So thank you for being here. And by here, I mean on this earth at this time, because it is on purpose and there is a reason for your existence. Know that. Take care.